We have had a mixed bag of music. A real mixed bag. But that's cool. I actually quite like it, you know, when you get the weird combinations of things. Right then, let's get into this, because why the hell not? Okay. So yeah, this is Space Engineers. Just have to pop out there. There we go. Yeah, I'll explain things as I go along. Some of you will already know what it is, others will not. I haven't played it in a long time, although, well, other than building this little base that you'll be introduced to soon. So there's a lot of things that I'm not familiar with, like the entire hydrogen engine thing. It was all nuclear reactors back in my day. Back in my day. So anyway, I'm in a cryopod. This is kind of like your get inside a cryopod when you log out, so that when you log back in, you're not dead. Because your body remains in the game. I'm technically in a friend's server, so I'm gonna Not technically, I'm literally. Say hi to the stream, everyone. There you go. Tarax is a friend of mine who is... it can be multiplayer. This is Hellfire, but you can play it single player as well. They've really pushed forward trying to get the multiplayer really, really super stable. As you can see from the bottom right, I'm inside a station. And at the moment, the power will last anywhere between 25 days and 5,000 years. And the reason for that is because there's a hydrogen engine topping up a battery. But we'll get out of this part now. Firstly, I need to put my helmet on, so press J. I also need to go into the ship systems and power up all the non-essential things. Okay, and then we get out the pod. So, just going to heal myself because I messed up my helmet. There we go. So that was the pod that I was in. This I've all built. The hydrogen engine is generating electricity from hydrogen. There's an oxygen and a hydrogen tank here. The green lights indicate level of fullness. So as you can see, we're quite healthy with hydrogen and oxygen. Cargo container with various things. Defense turret that shoots bad things. I've got an airlock here. A little gravity generator there because reasons. There's a battery, and as you can see, it's kind of like topping up to maximum every now and again, and then it depletes back again. Those dots are not proportional. It's going between 99% and 100%. Not really chosen one because you have to build everything yourself. Like, there's no such thing as a fighter you can just fly. There are pre-built designs, but every block is a design. So every single, like for example, that gravity generator, that's a one block. So that's like, what was it, 2.5 by 2.5 by 2.5 meters. The cryopod's that block, the survival kit's that block, this cargo container is that block, the hydrogen engine is a 2 by 1 by 1. The stairs are a 2 by 1 by 1. So it's all blocks basically. Now at the moment, this whole area, I'm trying to pressurize it, but it won't fucking pressurize. There's a leak somewhere in it, and I'm trying to find the leak. This is an air vent that should pressurize the area, but it can't. So there is a leak somewhere, and they're fucking a pain to find sometimes. So I'm just going to wander around a little bit and show you around. It is an unfinished base. Now open that door. That would be an airlock eventually. Well, actually, this whole area here would be... I mean, yeah. I do not know what this spatial anomaly is. This is like some weird spatial anomaly shit right here. I do not know what this is. But basically, what I did is... let me activate my jetpack. Whee! So this ship here, the blue thing... just the blue bits, you started with the ship and it had like a really basic fabricator facilities, flies around, blah blah blah. I mean I could go and investigate. I need a disposable ship. I mean, it might be a space anus, to be fair. But I started with this ship which has basic life support, basic manufacturing systems, thrusters, bit of storage. It's minimum stuff. So then I did a bit of hand mining with this trusty drill. And then put a drill on the front, a few cargo containers. And because the cargo containers aren't connected to the rest of the ship, they're kind of isolated. So that's what that is. That's like connectors that transfer the ore down into the base. Let's have a little show you around this little ship. This was a pre-built ship. The great thing is like this front section. If you normally when you close this airlock, it would pressurize this area, but I accidentally destroyed the window at the front. So there's glass here. There's no glass here. So I just like, but I've got a spacesuit and I've got something here that replenishes power and oxygen. So what do I need glass cockpit for? I don't need anything like that. It's very much like a space Minecraft rather than a space citizen. But yeah, once you go out here, you'd have to do that, close that, and close that, and close that, and then you'd be out in space. But you can walk back to the cargo container and have a little look inside, and for the most part, the cargo container's empty. The rest of this ship has a bit of ice in, but it's generally empty, because this is like my mining little frigate kind of thing. Let's just jetpack my way down here. And yes, there is no up or down unless you choose to have an up and down. You can go in all directions. Like, if I activate my jetpack and I can just rotate upside down and go in and look in this hole. This is like where I've been digging. Actually, no, I haven't been digging here. Because it's all rock. Well, for the most part, apart from this pyrite. So if I come back out here, notice how I'm completely upside down from how I was before. You have to really, really be careful with orientation, as otherwise I get motion sick sometimes. It's a fucking weird thing. Well, basically Hellfire, yes, it used to work. Until I destroyed the panel, it did used to work. In fact, let's build the fucking thing. These are all the things you can build. I'm gonna try and find... Okay, here we go. We got a window. Let's put that there. So, let's rotate this around. I guess that would be good. I need a girder. Okay, a girder to build one of these. A girder. Now, there's definitely girders stored in the system. There's some girders. So that will just be the one part to start this building block off. And then you need to get the welder out. So I need basically the bottom right. I need in total 25 bulletproof glass. Okay. Now thankfully I have a conveyor system, so this cargo container is linked to everything below ground that you saw before. So I can grab anything that was there through that. It's like I can request it and it just gets kind of pumped to that cargo container. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't know whether this is airtight yet. Let's have a little check. Now, you see bottom right? Sorry, well, bottom middle, I've got red. In red writing, I've got O2 none and temperature freeze. So, it's not pressurized anything yet. Let's check the actual panel. The vent is on, but it says not pressurized. So that means that either... Oh, hang on a second. I did break something else. My bad. Okay, I did break something else. I need to put another conveyor block here. Oh, and I need to put a panel on there. There is fighting, yes. You get guns for just that. And there's also NPCs, so there's a green signal there. I've got no red signals at the moment, but you do get attacked by NPCs. You can do PvP. This server is like it's like soft PvP that I'm on. So it's a case of, yes, PvP is allowed, but kind of ask first, otherwise you're being a dick kind of thing. Because some people just want to build in peace, you know? Is this walkway going to be actually... I don't know whether this is going to be airtight. All I know is I need a... I don't know what I need. I need something. I mean... I don't know. It's a gun. I don't ask the questions here. I just do the thing. I'm gonna get some girders. Let me just turn my light on because the sun is setting. So I definitely need more girders. I need to produce more girders. Let's produce more girders. This is the fabricator. I'm remotely accessing it through the terminal. And basically it gives me the ability to build all sorts of stuff, as long as it has the resources. Which, for the most part, it bloody should do. Might take a moment just to grab them, though. Can I build bulletproof glass? It might not have enough silicon. In fact, no, I have no silicon. I need to go on a silicon run. Well, I say, yeah, Chosen, that would definitely be an unfortunate situation. There's only a couple of guys on the server, so I should be safe. I should be safe. Let me check the refinery. Oh, it is actually producing silicon. So, no, it will actually be able to... Yeah, awesome. Absolutely awesome. It kind of knows to pull the materials that it needs from wherever it is that it's got them, if you follow me. I'm just going to put that crap in there. It's mass producing ice. It's fun. It's good when it does that, because it's just topping up the O2H2 generator. Hey, Shadowsec, it's not going too badly. A Death Star? Theoretically, yes, Hellfire. You could build something like a Death Star. It would take a very long time. But yeah, it looks like the silicon's been refining for quite some time. Let's just chuck all of these. Oh, I can't squeeze them in there because there's too much. That's the problem, you see, is you do end up with space issues if you don't build big enough containers and stuff. But for the most part, I should be okay. Those big tubes can go in the big container. Now, apologies if this ends up being boring, because it's just something I wanted to do. And I thought, I haven't figured out what I'm actually going to do with this game tonight. So I guess I could just play this game. So that's what I decided to do. So apologies if it doesn't turn out to be as entertaining as my normal streams, but I'd like to think that you're here for the most part because of me rather than the actual game. But hey, you know, I could be completely wrong in that. I don't know. Now I might need to build like a lamp or something for this to stick, but we shall see. We shall see. So I'm just gonna go and kind of feel like the transparent windows is kind of a cooler look. Unable to place. So I'm pretty sure, therefore, that that's not going to go. So what I could do, 7. Conveyor junction. Okay. Construction components, tubes, motors. Okay. I'm just trying to keep my inventory kind of clean. Thankfully, it's pretty nearby. More mode, come on. Construction components and stuff. Now you can build ships that can build ships. And it saves you having to fly back and forth to try and build things. But I'm not in like a build mood, I suppose? Is that even a thing? Is a build mood a thing? It probably is a thing. I mean, probably, I mean, maybe Hellfire, maybe. It's kind of a bit, well, that's upside down, that's sideways. None of it matters at all. Okay. There we go. So, reinforced glass all the way around there. I think that seals off the X. Look, the air was probably escaping just through there. So I'm going to pop back. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Signals on the bottom. High and warm. So basically we've got high O2, warm temperatures. So I'm going to press J. My suit helmet is now off. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me with my helmet off. Whee! This whole area is just pressurized now. Through that vent, basically, because I managed to seal all the gaps. Which type of plant can grow on the moon? Am I gonna be, like, disappointed with this? Like, super disappointed with the answer? I probably am, you know. It's gonna be like a pun. It's gonna be a horrible, horrible pun. Oh, God. Yeah, it's a horrible pun. I feel physically ill. Okay, so I am gonna put my I'm gonna leave my suit hat off. So now I'm in the bridge of the ship, as you can see. You can just about see me there in the bridge. I'm relying on the oxygen that is in that in that little area that I've just built, and I'm gonna. Okay, I'm just gonna go and harvest some ice, because we really could do with some more ice. Now you might think, why are you going such a short distance in this big ship? It's just that this ship is much better at mining than I am manually mining. And obviously, you know, it's better to have large quantities of ice. And look how close it is. Look at this ice. This ice is super close. It's really conveniently close. Let's switch to first person. Be careful not to, like, break the ship on things. I am going to get some rock involved in all this. There is going to be rock. Now, hopefully this whole thing doesn't just, like, destroy the cockpit and have me die horribly. But this is a very, very makeshift ship. And I wanted to actually make a better ship that would be far more suited to just mining. Whereas this one was originally designed, it was like a default design ship for starting off specifically. It does not take long to fill up, this doesn't. Just gonna check the okay, we've filled that up. We've filled that up. Jeez, we've basically filled up already. Yeah, a proper dedicated mining vessel is definitely on the cards. I just need to align the docking things up. And then lock them in. There we go. So now I can remotely access the station's stuff, which will basically involve me just dragging the ice into the large storage container, which has got a large capacity, as I'm sure you can understand. Now there are ways of making it so that it automatically does this, but I'm not there yet. I am not there yet. I'm not licking nothing. Weirdo. A CO2 generator, leave that as it is. Blah, blah, blah. There's another connector that has some. There's a small cargo container. You don't want any. Okay, we've transferred all the ice and stone into there. Let's drag the nickel out of there and put it in here. Iron and everything. Okay. That should keep us going for a little bit longer. Ice is essential. You know, for fuel, hydrogen, and oxygen to breathe. It is always very useful. Let's put the helmet back on. Go out to the airlock. Air escaping. Now, ideally, I want to build like a proper mining machine. But I want to really be able to pressurize the downstairs as well. There's a lot of little projects that I want to do, you know? This whole area is just... Because there's my vent and it just doesn't bloody do it. I think what the problem is this refinery under here has got gaps and underneath there's rock. Now, in theory, rock contains, you know, it will create a tight seal, but... And all around it, I've built walls. So if I go through this airlock here... I've built, like, walls all the way down into the rock. So it should be airtight. It really should. I mean, I slowly choke to death. That's pretty much what happens. So yeah, I don't know where the gap is. I think what I'm going to have to do is dig all the way under. Like, properly dig under. And then find... And basically just find the gaps and fill them in. Now there will be gaps, but they shouldn't be allowing the air out. See, now there's a gap. Fine. There's a gap now, but, you know, there wasn't before, and I'm pretty sure the stone should keep the air tight. So if I put floors all the way under here, it might work. We'll see. Thankfully, this drill is pretty good at not blowing things up that I need. Little tip for those of you who do play the game. Left click with the drill will actually then produce stuff you can collect. Where, oh, it's the, yeah, that might also be part of the problem. The big storage container. Okay. Well. So yeah, there's as you can see, there's a fair amount of stuff, and I need to put blocks all the way around it. Oh, really? Question Decker. All right, I assumed it would be, but okay. So I'm just gonna need to do exactly what I'm doing now then, and just dig the crap out of this, and just put proper walls all the way around. Well, it means I get to make a basement, I suppose. But it does make sense. It's a very awkward thing, I guess, to do calculations on. Very complex shapes. Okay, right. Now I just need lots and lots of iron. Thankfully, there's a little port here that I can just grab a fuck ton of stuff out of. I'm gonna chuck all the rest of my stuff that I don't need into this container. Wait, no, let's keep the bullets. You never know when you might need some bullets. 264, that's 5 blocks worth. But yes, good to know about the stone. Makes sense, but yeah, I could have sworn it was okay before. Not anymore, or not back then. It probably wasn't even good back then, in fairness. Just me being forgetful. Yeah, let's keep building this side before we start going nuts elsewhere. It is definitely a slow brew game, is what I would say to people. It's not the sort of thing where you're going to get a load of things done fast. Yeah, I have no problem putting bulky blocks everywhere, in fairness. So I'm probably just going to do exactly what I'm doing. And like you say, it's okay for the blocks to be poking out a little bit. I will get to the point where I won't be able to access the that port, so I'm gonna do it a little bit here next. Ugh. Oh, I've selected the bad block. Liquid water. Cool. Yeah, that's what I like about modding communities, is they come up with the craziest things. Like, stuff that the developers originally were like, yeah, that's a lot of work, that is. And the mod makers are just like, yeah, well, I'm gonna do it. I do like that. I do like that about the mod community in general. Yes, that should be airtight. Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. Energy low. How do I get back out? Kind of welded myself in. Let's get out while I still can, shall I? God damn it. What the hell? Come on, game. Get me out of here. So where did I come out? Oh my god. Okay, that corner. Fine. I mean, I'm gonna come back out, so it's fine. Yes, all the tools that I have require power from the suit. My life support requires power from the suit. There's all kinds of crazy stuff that actually requires power from everything. I'm gonna... So... What I want to do is come back to this and find that it's actually, you know, all pressurized and nice. This may be an ambitious thing to hope for, but we shall see. So this is going to be my exit tunnel. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The top door is temporary for when I make the dome, because I'm going to make a big glass dome full of greenery. But yes, all of the airlocks will be double-doored airlocks that actually lead out to space. The top of it, as I say, will not in the long run, because I wanted to make a lovely garden area. Okay, there's the beginning of something running out of stuff. I'm gonna get the production going for more. Build me 1,000. But yeah, I need a lot of silicon for my big glass dome project. I mean, I say dome. It's probably not going to be that much of a good dome. It's going to be a close approximation of a dome. Oh God, Hellfire! Do you download these, or is this just like all like horrible, just like you're just capable of producing these terrible things, just naturally in your head? It's quite horrible. Just the puns, they hurt me. They physically hurt me. Might be a slight exaggeration, actually, but still. I think we're getting close to airtightiness. Need to, yeah, okay. Well, that's fine. We can build a couple more without needing to replenish. Okay. Nah, I'm not going to bother. This is like a very temporary base, so... And if I do want to then upgrade the refinery, I can always dig this back out again. This is really a simple base. It's not supposed to be high volume stuff. It's supposed to be a little small one. A little base, just a little pleasurable base that's got one little docking clamp, a little bit of storage, a little bit of life support. You know, I don't want it to be complicated. It doesn't need to be complicated. It's basically just for me and maybe friends who visit. I'm not the sort of person that goes for the huge projects, you know? I quite like the small little projects. They work for me, you know? I don't know why. They just do. And it also helps that I don't really have much time to do big projects. Or rather, I say helps, but you know what I mean. Part of the reason is, yeah, the big projects just take a lot of time that I don't have. Okay, I think I might be able to grab enough. Is there any way I can just squeeze a little bit more? No, not quite. Oh, I'd easily be able to do it if I do that. Oh boy, look at that, yeah. Got loads and loads now. So. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. In theory, that might do it. It's going through this side airlock. Ooh. Oh, look at that! We're getting good numbers! Look at that! I can take my helmet off now. Whee! That got it. My original hunch was confirmed by you, Question Decker, and yeah, it worked. Oof. We have a nice contained little area. Now, as you say, as you rightly say, I open this, all the air escapes. But my idea was to create an airlock somewhere like around here, but this was like a temporary thing. Yeah, that works. Not like... Yeah, it'll do. It'll do. This is like a very, very crude engineering deck. Just for those of you who give a shit. But yeah, being able to just breathe in here and not, you know, have that life support mechanism just makes it feel a little bit nicer, you know? I mean, that is true, Chosen. That is true. Shall I make a tiny little ship? Well, ideally, I'm going to build my big dome. But we shall see about that. What I'm actually going to do. There you go. Power off the door. The space anus. Apparently that's what it's called, so I guess yes? You're a bunch of maniacs. You really are. But in theory, I could build a little ship and fly it into the space anus if you really... I mean, I could personally fly into the space anus, I guess. I feel like this would be an entirely bad idea. Oh, God. But yeah, learning, as we've seen, ladies and gentlemen, finding which blocks are airtight and which parts of the blocks are airtight is like a really... Why have we got no hydrogen? This disappoints me. Are we burning through our hydrogen again because of the refinery? Yeah, literally, our entire hydrogen tank is just gone. Hydrogen engine is plummeting in power. Do we even have any ice? We sort of do. And we do, actually. We have quite a lot. I think it's just that the drain... Let's have a little look at the battery. Well, the battery is maintaining itself, but yeah, the amount of kilowatts required, this one generator struggles to keep up. So temporarily, I'm going to... then again, what is the refinery doing currently? It's basically done with the silicon. Once it's done with the silicon, I am just going to power off the refinery, I think. Because we don't need it, and it's a massive power drain. Obviously, the assembler is a big power drain as well. Come on, get rid of all that silicon. Ideally, I need to find some uranium and set up a nuclear reactor. That would, broadly speaking, sort out all my power problems. There you go. It's it's still being drained. I do have gold. I have gold and silver and no, I'm not gonna lick it. What is your thing with licking things? And the gravity generator is gonna be costly as well. Everything's costly. Everything. I mean, that's only a small hydrogen tank. I could probably do with a much larger one. It's cool. Anyway, so I'm gonna build shit. I'm gonna turn off non-essential systems. I'm gonna put my helmet back on. Now I'm having to use magnetic boots. It's gonna let all the air out, but the vent is, you know what? No, fuck it. Let's maintain the atmosphere in here. Oh, but that power is down on here as well, of course. A little bit of blast air there, but for the most part, it should be fine. So, we have the requirement to build a little vessel. So let's build a vessel from scratch. Before we do anything, I'm going to make sure that the assembler has assembled a few things that we need. And I'm pretty sure thruster components is not something that I have any of. And then we need thruster components to, guess what? Make some thrusters. We need platinum. I don't have any platinum. Damn it, I actually can't make a simple little ship to fly over. So I need platinum. I'm going to explore and look for platinum on my little ship here. So I'm gonna have a little go. Let's detach that. So we could go to that unknown signal, but they're, broadly speaking, moderately boring. Now we can't really tell how far away things are. You know what? I like the look of... What's that rock there? That's iron. There's a load of iron on that rock. I'm going to go to that rock. Now, the general rule with any of these is don't fly directly toward the rock. Because deceleration is a thing. And when you hit the rock head on, you will explode. Now, as you've noticed, I've named a lot of these things after what's in them. It's generally the best bet. Also, you can toggle with Z the dampeners, which is really just a way of don't correct my momentum automatically based on what I'm pressing on the keyboard. Just don't do anything. So now I'm just manually accelerating and decelerating by firing the thrusters myself. Now we're coming up to this rock, and eventually I'll switch the dampeners back on, and it should just auto-decelerate me. And then we can get the... Because I've got an ore sensor, an ore detector, so I should be able to fly around slowly this little asteroid and give it a good scan, see if there's anything tasty in it. Basically, I'm surveying it, is the bottom line. I am surveying this rock. Engage the dampeners. Gonna slingshot around it. Get the main thrusters to decelerate me. Okay, now I'm at a relatively slow speed. Now I'm just gonna... Fucking light. Ah! Let's turn the solar panel toward the sun. Silicon, okay, okay. Ooh, okay, so silicon, iron. There is an art to just drifting like this. Definitely an art to it. Because it is not correcting anything that I'm doing. So I could be like heading toward the rock. There's always the emergency of just hit the dampeners. But it conserves fuel doing this. I mean, probably arcane knowledge, I would have thought. I'm going to assume, let's enable the dampeners. It's not a particularly good rock, this. I'm going to be honest. And I need external lights on this ship. I destroyed a lot of them because I didn't want to attract attention. But I can probably... I know, that's what I'm really after, Chosen. I am after platinum. Now I am going to have to very quickly switch back to this. And the reason why I have to switch back to that is because I'm creating GPS coordinates. And because it is a PvP server, I don't particularly want the coordinates that are on screen right now falling into the wrong hands. So yeah. So apologies for sudden... I mean, sure, someone could probably figure it out if they know the world. They could like, oh, I recognize that asteroid. Oh, you're there, are you? They could do that. But for the most part, I feel like I should be fine. Just with that minor little bit of precaution. It's always good to have precautions. Okay, now I'm going to head off. I'm going to head off to this middle one, but I might change my direction if the other ones look like they end up closer. Dampeners off, and I'm just going to let myself cruise. And that's what a lot of this game is. A lot of this game is quite peaceful. It obviously can, you know, vicious combat and all that. But it can be quite peaceful. I mean, really, I'm after platinum and uranium. Uranium would be a really nice thing to find. I'm actually going to just thrust myself upwards a bit. I was just... because the cursor is not the direction I'm going. So if I turn to the side, I'm still going wherever I was going before. So you gotta kind of look the direction that things are moving. You know, are you heading towards them or not? Okay, I'm going to put the dampness on. The fact that my shadow is being cast on those asteroids, little dot, it's cool. Well, there's definitely something on that. It looks like ice, or maybe that hopite stuff, silicon maybe? Maybe silicon. It's gonna drift. I mean, I'm not relying on solar power, but sometimes it's nice to... Ooh, there's a tunnel. Little hole in here. Goes all the way through as well from the looks of it. Okay, we've got ice. Oh, this is useful if I need a second ice supply. Sometimes the music's pretty cool as well. Yeah, anomaly. But yeah, platinum is definitely what I need. Otherwise, I can't build another spacefaring ship. Unless I have a hydrogen engine. Well, like hydrogen thrusters. Which, don't get me wrong, hydrogen thrusters are great. But they're very expensive, and I need the hydrogen. I think this asteroid is pretty much just ice. Oh, good God, no, Chosen. You have to visit them. It's what I like about the game, though, to be fair, is because it is a bit of a slow brew game, you know? It is... And you've got to be, you know, aware of momentum and things. Like now, most people, I think, who play the game do tend to prefer to go inertial dampeners. Because it is just one of those things that's like a pain in the fucking ass if you get it wrong. There we go. I mean, I'm miles away from that bloody rock. Let's do inertial for a bit. It just makes it a bit easier for deceleration. It's a lot of ice. It is a lot of ice. And apologies again. Basically, I'm leaving bookmarks. And once I've gotten to a good speed... Actually, why am I even turning? I don't need to turn. I can just turn the camera. But basically, I will look at the asteroid that we've literally just left. As you can see, I've put a H2O tag on that. So I know that A, I visited it, and B, it's got water on it. Now that one there that I'm just passing might be part of the same cluster. It might not be. Probably is. So it probably also, if anything, has H2O. Now things like rare materials used to be a lot more common. Or at least I feel like they were, you know? Just cruising around. These red things are enemies. They're NPCs. Well, there's something down... Ooh, is that dark? That's quite dark. What is that? It's not dark enough to be uranium unless they change the texture, but I don't think I'm going to be lucky enough to find uranium. But that is something. Oh, it's magnesium. Well, I mean, magnesium's good. More magnesium. Magnesium is only really used for weapons. Ammunition. Oh yeah, you could leave a probe behind, but I prefer just to make bookmarks. You know, probes are, you know, you leave a little probe on the rock. And then from that you end up getting live updates as to what is there. Little transmitter beacon thing, little antenna. It's really cool when you actually do figure all these things out. I can sometimes, when I'm playing this, feel it's a very expansive kind of game sometimes. Just cruising with no thrust. Oh, looks like the sun's... It's not setting, but there's a shadow of another rock passing over. Look at that. There are some things that this lighting engine does get right, and there are other things it really fucking doesn't. Like artificial light, it does not get right. Like they'll pass through walls, and yeah, it looks like this is just pure magnesium on this rock. Oh, look at this massive, massive hole here, just in the rock. Looks like some ancient collision or something. But yeah, this is definitely just magnesium. So I'm going to do my thing again. See, I've left a little marker there. Well, there's home. So let's head to that rock. Oh, there was silicon there, but to be honest, who gives a shit about a bit of silicon? Really doesn't make much in the way of difference. I'm gonna roughly head home. What we got power-wise? Let's tilt ourselves. It's a bit more sun-wise. That would be interesting. I mean, bear in mind, you can do that kind of stuff, Chosen. It's totally within the realm of possibility to launch asteroids and shit at your enemies. You have to kind of make them yourself, but you can make giant boulders, and you can accelerate them to very fast speeds, and then just let them crash into your enemies, and it will destroy things. So it absolutely is a tactic that can be used. You could... I think there are ways of making, like, rail guns that fire asteroids at people. Because you can make gravity generators, and if you get the programming right, you could start with a rock at one end, and then have a chain of gravity generators that just accelerate the rock in a line in a particular direction, and then crunch. Obviously, it destroys a load of stuff. Oh my god. No, I mean, that would be a massive, massive waste of uranium. That would be a horrifying waste of uranium. That would make me cry. If you had enough uranium to make an impact, bear in mind, it doesn't explode. It's just uranium. It's just a rock, you know? And you wasted it on by giving it to the enemies. Ooh, what is that? Yeah, exactly. Definitely something there. Gold, maybe? Uranium. Uranium and gold combined. Oh, good God. This is like the motherlode. Oh, this, my friends, is a good find. Ah, I am gonna mine this up. It's such a tiny amount, though. I should really check my power. But honestly, yeah, there's technically minutes left if I have full thrust. Look at that, though. Now that's a thing of beauty. That, my friends, is a thing of beauty. Oh, this makes it all worthwhile. I mean, I would say so, yeah. And bear in mind, I'm not going to get much because I don't have a huge amount of capacity in this thing. But I'm going to try and get as much as I can. Because obviously then I can get nuclear reactors and, well, you know, obviously nuclear reactors are good. I've still got quite a lot of capacity. Actually, then again, not as much capacity as I thought. At some point I need to refill this ship with ice so that it can maintain its power when its battery runs low. Well, do you realize fusion is nuclear? Nuclear is like a catch-all term for all the different things. Fission, fusion, it's all nuclear. So the small cargo container is nearly full. The drill is still not really filling up. The drill is now almost full. Cargo container, connector, other cargo container. That small cargo container is not full yet, so... Yes, you can. I'd have to manually do it because I don't have the way of doing it. Well, I don't think I have anyway. But honestly, the stone's useful enough. I need to come back here properly when I'm not, like, you know, running on fumes. I actually think that that's me full, because I think that small cargo container is not connected. Because if I do... Yeah, I am full. I am completely full. I'm fine with not getting like a massive maximum full... Oh, hang on, before I go anywhere. This, super important. Holy crap, this is a very important... Woof. But yeah, that is like fantastic. I don't even care that there's gold here. "25 kilometers away." It's basically no distance at all. Decelerating. Accelerating. 3 minutes worth is all I've got of acceleration, of this level of acceleration. 3 minutes. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna tilt myself sunwise. I mean, I want to lick this one. And this one I might actually lick. So, the battery at the moment, and there's 2 batteries on here, fully recharged in 2 days. Just from solar power, it'll take 2 days. Current output is less than the current input, as you can see. The solar panel is producing 150 kilowatts. Each battery is taking half each. The output is for life support systems, engine standby, various other mechanisms that this thing has. The ore detector. The ore detector. We can toggle that block off and look at the batteries now. Yep. Drill. It's not really needing anything. There's various things that are requiring power, but I don't think there's a huge amount that I can really do much about. Yes. There we go, look at that. That cut the amount of power output. I am just trying to conserve power. So I'm going slow. I'm happy to cruise at the slow speed. Actually, I'm happy to cruise at the slow speed. Just like coast home. And remember to put some fucking ice in the the hydrogen fucking generator on this ship. Oh man. Maybe put a hydrogen tank on it. I think even the small ones take up a lot of power. Yeah, I'm gonna slow boat it back home. While I do that, I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna grab myself a beer because that is the sort of thing I do. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I know it's a bit of a departure from the normal, but you know, it's something. Yeah, my pop filter. Well, actually, my whole stand for my mic is bust because I was an idiot. So I've had to kind of makeshift a stand for it out of foam to try and absorb vibration, but I can't attach my pop filter. See, I do that and you get that little pop because the filter, there's no way of attaching it without the stand. So hopefully the quality's not too bad. It doesn't sound much different until I point it out. So I'm hoping things are alright for you guys. But yeah, other sounds are definitely louder than they should be as well. 15 kilometers out, guys. We're getting there. Oh, what we got? Pretty much, I suppose, Chosen. I think there are some goals. But yeah, generally speaking, it is a bit of a sandbox. But, you know, you can make whatever crazy shit you want, really. And if there's like a group of you, you can come up with a project and, you know, it's all very much, all very much fun. Tilt toward the sun a bit more. It's a bit behind us, and I don't want to. Well, I mean, I can just tilt. It'll get us more power. There we go. That probably is going to get us a lot of power. Actually, not really that much more, to be honest. Yeah, not much. 20 at most kilowatts. We're fine with that amount of power at the moment. The solar panel did not come with the ship. I bolted that on, which is why it looks ugly. But it was just a way of like getting a little bit more power, and I could like park it pointing at the sun and just let it recharge. Rather than the precious hydrogen, which at the time did not have enough. It's doing a couple of boosts. So we've got a lot. Even at forward thrust, it's still 3. Wouldn't be very useful. The thrusters would destroy them or just not work. Only some of them would even be functional because the sun doesn't come in from all directions. I could definitely fit 4 on top, I would say. And it would still be functional. So that's definitely doable. And then like now, I could angle the ship appropriately when flying through space. Right, where am I headed? Okay, I'm heading up a little bit. Let's thrust a bit that way. Just going to adjust my trajectory as we get closer. But yeah, this little cluster's quite a nice cluster. I mean, it's not that PG, Neros. It's not that PG at all. You can be pretty crude, to be honest. I mean, I would avoid, you know, derogatory terminology, but swear words are fine. And innuendos, that's fine. So yeah, I am gonna miss the rock. That's always a good start. Looks like my base is there though. Or is it on the other side? No, it looks like it might be on the other side. Oh yeah, it's on the other side, alright. I need better lights. Or just, you know, some lights. Ooh, I don't like this. Why can't I see my home? Oh, hang on, there's a dot there. Oh, there's a load of bloody stuff. There's not much. Oh, it's because I turned the lights off to conserve power, I think. Jeez, I need to have some lights on all the time. Docking lights. That's what I bloody need. Oh, man. That was hard to see. That was hard to see. And lock. Oh. Oof. Okay. We managed to actually get home with the ore. something Melik's drill bit. Stupid jokes are cool, though. Everyone likes some stupid jokes once in a while. Okay. Everything is online again. Oh my goodness, that uranium though. I'm assuming we need to process it in some way. I can't actually bloody remember. I feel like it's been so long since actually, you know, why have we... Oh, because it's been chucked in there. Well, that's unhelpful. I mean, yes, it will need refining, obviously. Let's get the fucking refining going. Refine that uranium. Large. Put it all in the large box. At some point I'll get rid of a load of this stone, but the large cargo container is, well, it's called large for a reason, you know? It's got a good capacity. Got a good capacity. Oh, and that connector does not deserve to have that. There we go. So the uranium is all shoved in there. My goodness, look how slow the uranium processing is. Yeah, I remember this happening. Like, oh yeah, you know that uranium you've got? It's going to take 1 billion years to process. Yeah, it's fine. I'll leave it churning. Let's head back in one of my side airlocks that actually obey the rules, as it were. Actually don't depressurize everything. Oof. And there we go. We've got some uranium. That's fantastic. I'm overjoyed. Didn't do any platinum, so no thrusters. Space mind flares. I mean, I think that's just mind flares, isn't it? I'm pretty sure mind flares are basically, by definition, spacefaring, aren't they? Because of their weird, freaky shit. They got some weird, freaky shit going down, the old fucking mind flares have. No one knows what's going on with the fucking mind flares. I would say we can detach the ship. But the other ship could deserve to have its batteries recharged. It does get them recharged from the station, though. So the station is like burning its own stuff to recharge the battery. Which, I don't think it's really got a huge amount left. The hydrogen engine... Oh, the hydrogen engine is actually full. Awesome. Yeah, I think it's... I always wanted to play the Space Jammer, you know, campaign setting. Always. But back those days, I was young, and we didn't have enough money for all the source books, and finding a DM who wants to run things is sometimes a challenge anyway. I really hope that they release it for 5e. I don't think they will, but I really hope they do. Could you imagine? I mean, I don't know what your opinion on 5e is, question, but 5e works. It's not, like, complicated. They've gone the easy route, the simple route, whereas things like, you know, Pathfinder have gone the more complex route. Although Pathfinder 2 is good as well. They've simplified things a little bit and departed a slightly different angle, which I approve of. But 5e's does its thing really well. If they did a Spelljammer in 5e, oh, I would bribe. These days, I would buy the source book for somebody if they would run a campaign. Do you know what I mean? Oh, man. Oh, dear. But yeah, it was just one of those things that, fun stuff. I mean, it's good. Oh, dear. So, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have a little bit of a break. Leave the uranium churning, and then we can build a reactor. We can actually build a nuclear reactor. That would be good. I am going to get in the cryopod, though. because cryopods are clearly a good idea to get inside of when you're chilling. Get it? Cryopod? Chill? Yeah, well. Anyway. Anyway, the battery's going fine. The battery's fine. Hydrogen engine is rapidly depleting. It's fine. It's fine. Hey, Walter. Okay, anyway, so break time. I will be back as soon. I guess it's time to vote for some music, guys. We have the usual selection. And I'm trying to type and speak at the same time, and you know that that's not going to work well. Classical, punk, electronics. What am I doing? Yeah, right. There we go. There we go. So, vote for the music that you want to see when we come back online, and let me maybe mute the sound of the game. That would be useful, so that we don't end up going completely batshit crazy bonkers. And then we will see how things go. I mean, maybe Naris. It depends. If you want to turn into a prune in the comfort of, depends on the water, I suppose. If the water's gone all tepid, that would be horrible. Fair enough, Naris. Take care, man. No votes. Guys, you disappoint me. What is going on, guys? What is going on? I mean, I can. It's going to keep on cutting off every time I select something other than that window. Let me see if there's a setting which means that it'll carry on playing the audio when it's deselected. Here we go. Do this. How's that? Game music. That was the vote. Chosen got his way. Enjoy. I am basically back, sort of. So you're gonna have to accept that the music's gonna be lower. I mean, it's pretty much, the intermission's pretty much over now. If you want, I can leave the music a little bit louder than before. What was I doing? What was I doing? Shit, yeah, I didn't check the hydrogen engine. Is now empty. I'm gonna shut down the refinery. The battery has fully depleted in 3 days. But if I turn the refinery on, let's just see how bad this is. 13 hours. That's not too bad, actually. The battery has a lot of power in it. It takes a lot of fucking hydrogen to charge that fucking thing up, though. A lot of hydrogen. Platinum. I want platinum. That is true, but I need to sort out the power first. 13 hours is acceptable, actually. 13 hours is acceptable. Oh, do I need platinum for a reactor? Ooh, I actually don't know the answer to that question. Reactor components, 100? Ugh. Reactor components. I didn't even take note of what they looked like, so now I'm just going to be like hovering over everything. Reactor components, silver, gravel, and iron. And some spares. You see, it's pulling in the reactor components from elsewhere. So the question is, oh, this reactor is gonna really help with my power problems. What do I need to build it? A steel plate. That's the starting component, which I have quite a lot of. I think I'm gonna put it on top of the engine here. Doesn't need to be on a flat surface or anything. All it needs... Although, I could put it on top of here, and then it will self-fuel itself. You know what I mean? Begin the construction. Construction components. How many do you need? 40. 40 construction components. I can achieve that. Should be bloody easy. Metal grids, large steel tubes. Well, metal grids are there. Large steel tubes are there. Now I need the reactor components. I've built it so much now that I need reactor components. But motors and 25 computers. Let's plug them in. Okay, so the reactor now has all the components put into it, except the reactor components. Take that out. There is a sorting mod of some sort. I think I might even have it installed. Well, we're getting there with the reactor components. We are getting there. That small cargo container is not the cargo container that should be containing those things. I mean, it's fine, you know, it's fine. Yeah, that's I'm just going to have the hefty components that are all made of metal only kind of shoved in that bottom container, which is a pain, but I think it's going to be a requirement, I'm afraid. We are getting there. We are getting there with these reactor components. Another 20 and we're done. Oh, this is exciting, actually. I've never had to work so hard to get a bloody nuclear reactor. They used to be the go-to power plant. They really were. And then they introduced the hydrogen engine, which I approve of. Absolutely. You shouldn't just, like, go from wind power to nuclear. That's, like, there's got to be a middle one. And that works in space as well. So, yeah, you know. It's good. It's good. I like the hydrogen engine because it is a... It's not as good, but it's still a thing. You know, it's still good enough. Ooh, why isn't it making any more? It stopped. What items are you missing? What items are you missing? Let's see. Gravel, maybe? I don't fucking know. Let's turn the oh no, the refinery is actually on, but I think it's kind of, oh no, it is just churning slowly. Gravel, maybe? Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to get rid of all this stone, turn it into gravel. But that was definitely the blocker, gravel. Okay. So... I have unlocked new components, but that is a nuclear reactor, guys. That is a nuclear reactor that has already pulled in the uranium automatically and is now, I'm guessing, already outputting. Yeah, 14.44 megawatts. It's now chugging out. The battery is going to be fully charged in seconds. That's good. Question is that nuclear reactor? Small reactor. How long is it going to last for? I have no idea. You know, all I know is that I'm happy. I'm happy that that is now working. Now the refinery needs to get its shit together and start refining that beautiful, beautiful uranium in high quantities. There you go. And the uranium will immediately get sucked into the reactor. The reactor knows it needs uranium, so it's just being ferried into the reactor. It's now, technically, the reactor's powering the refinery that is producing its own fuel. This I approve of. Random silicon just shoved in there. Nah. There's the turret. So if we're looking at the small reactor, 25.27.2. I'm just gonna watch it for a bit, see if it is actually Yeah, it is slowly gaining. Ooh, and it went straight down to 2.6 then. But it is charging the battery. Once the battery's fully charged, in theory, there shouldn't be any of these sudden drops in the amount of uranium as it's consuming it. I don't know if it's a decade, but I think it was made like I think the original very first one was like about 2013, maybe? I think it is technically fully released now. I don't think it's in beta anymore. But yeah, the reactor is definitely... It's a net gain, is the bottom line of that. It's a net gain. Which, let's face it, yeah. The refinery is not fast enough. Not efficient enough. Maybe I should just dig out that underground bit and plug all the mods into it. There's like modules that can make it more efficient and stuff like that. Maybe I should go and do that. But as far as I'm concerned, it's now perpetual. Yeah, I mean, it is perpetual. It's slowly gaining fuel over time. But only slowly, which is a shame, but at least it means no hydrogen shenanigans. Oh, being nuclear powered is... It's nice. Being nuclear powered is actually really, really nice. Strong unknown signal. It's like 32,000 kilometers away. I'm not going there. I'm not going to that. It's a long time. It has been a long time, but you know, it's a fun game. It is a fun game. It's a bit steep learning curve sometimes, I think, but it's come a long way. It has come a long way. I would wholeheartedly, if you like that kind of thing of flying around in space and things breaking and then having to cobble together repairs, and you know, if you like space combat, great. But if you like a really chill game, it also can work. The things that you can build are phenomenal. They really, really are phenomenal. I'm just going to very quickly see if there's any more silicon required. And also bulletproof glass. I like lots of it. Like, fuck tons. Because I'm going to make a big dome. So I need a lot. That reactor is just casually keeping up. I mean, most of the performance issues have been with multiplayer because it just gets laggy because of various things. They've put a lot of effort in the last couple of years to massively improve the multiplayer side of things. And yeah, you know what? They seem to have been doing their shit, you know? I'm gonna leave things churning for a bit. I'm gonna go up and start building a dome. It's not gonna be a dome. Like, so put my helmet on. Close the helmet. But yeah, this whole area is gonna be a big dome. I still haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do the doorway thing. Kinda need another airlock downstairs. You know, when you just kind of look at something and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to depressurize. I don't care. I don't give a shit. It's depressurized. The whole thing is depressurized, this whole area now. It's fine, whatever. Maybe move it forward one more. No, don't repressurize, because it bloody will repressurize if I give it a chance. If I put... Yeah, I mean, if I put a door there... I know what I'm on about. I may be muttering like an inane, crazy person, but I know what I'm talking about. No. Most of the time, no. But there are some components, like batteries especially, where you do lose the important battery parts. Some of them, like a percentage, like 20% of the battery components. So all the steel plates you get back. I'm assuming it's just you... Although I'm using an angle grinder, I'm assuming that in reality, I'm actually using a screwdriver and a spanner, you know? So I'm undoing the plates and removing them and taking them back into my inventory like a sensible person, not like a crazy savage that just rips things apart. Even though it looks like I'm a crazy savage that's just ripping things apart. But the point is that's not what I am. I'm a sensible engineer. Maybe. I'm a space wizard. That's what I am. Sensible space wizard. Why is there like... Oh yeah. It's a lot of beautiful silicon. Sorry, bulletproof glass, because that's what I need. Lots of bulletproof glass. So, question. I can't, doesn't like that, does it? It don't like that. It don't like, they don't like it up 'em. Why is that there? Let's just put those somewhere more sensible. And the reactor is still gaining fuel. That's good. I don't have to worry about power now. I'm like really kind of chill about power. Because it takes so long to process this uraniorite. This uraniorite, you just blitz through it. It's fine. It's good. I am gonna have to start churning silicon though. And then periodically check the uranium. Well, more specifically check the batteries, I suppose. Oh, I wish I had some filter system inventories. It's fine. Yes, I am, yes. Yeah, there is gold coming through in small quantities. See, ideally I want all of this glass panels. And I can actually have them all glass panels. Magicka I can't hack anymore because of my hands. But I'm... Yes, the inventory's full. Well done. But, There is a VR Wizards game. I'm trying to remember. Is that the Wizards of Legends? Or am I thinking of something else? I'm totally putting panels here. So, we don't need the reactor things. We do ideally need those things. Oh no, I know Wizard of Legend. It's a bit of a not a bullet dodging thing, but it's like, come on, give me the love. There we go. Girders. There's always something that you need, isn't there? There's always something. Oh boy. Put that in there. Grab the girders. It's a lot of girders. And we've got... Okay. Why am I doing that when I could bloody well do that? Yeah, reactor is still doing its thing. That bounciness is slightly annoying. What about gravel? If I drag the gravel out, and the iron, and the gold is irrelevant because the gold's just going to get reproduced anyway. Cobalt, magnesium, just grab all them out. There we go. Just RSI, just a bit of repetitive strain injury. It's like just occupational hazard, I'm afraid. So anything that's button mashy, like Magicka, it's gonna destroy my hands. It's gonna be like, yeah, do you want to have a week off work? Then play this game. It's not good. But, you know, it could be worse. I could have no hands at all or something. That would suck. No hands. Definitely very sucky. Oh, that's airtight. Kind of that top bit I feel like needs to be something. Oh, low energy. Maybe do with... Let's jump in here real quick. I mean, I have to manage my work and my gaming. I don't do a huge amount of gaming outside of streaming. I mean, the problem you've got is then how do I get paid? And how does the work that keeps the company going get done? Yeah, these are two very important questions when talking about time off work. I have mortgage to pay and bills to pay and, you know, all sorts of stuff. I can't really afford... I mean, they say that in order to deal with this, I'd have to take 8 weeks off work, see what happens, go back to the doctor. That's basically what I've been told. My parents? Well, one of them's dead and the other one's retired, so... That's... Everyone keeps thinking that I'm this young... this young 20-something-year-old. I'm 43. Leeching from the parent. It's now reversed. They don't leech from me at all. My mum does not leech. But it's like, I'm considerably more wealthy than my mum. So, it's like, there's no leeching of anyone. I am now, in my family, probably the biggest earner. Oh, dear. So, yeah, it's not something that I can achieve. I mean, it can, Little Horn, it can. I'm just going to open another beer. But you need to stop using the hand. Like, completely. So that would be 8 weeks, no work. 8 weeks, no games. That would, because they're the things that aggravate me. Keyboard and mouse, that's what aggravates my hands. Smartphone to a lesser degree. So I would have to stop working and gaming for nearly 2 months. I can't afford to go without work for 2 months. And I would go stark raving mad if I didn't game for 2 months. So, yeah, it's just one of those things. But I know people who are younger than me who've had carpal tunnel, which is a very specific issue with the hands. It's not a big problem for me. I manage it. Oh god, what's going on? Explosions are fun. Right? Okay, so now I just need to put an airlock here. Because I like the idea is you sort of come up here and you're like seeing, ooh. And then you go through an airlock here. Yeah, through an airlock there. I'm gonna need to put another... I don't actually need to put another block there. Because of the way the doors work. Doors. I want to use some of these cool things here. I want to use some of these decorative things. Neon lights and couches, armories, planters, little toilets. I mean, why the hell not? We get statutory sick pay, so I would get an amount for being off sick, but it's not enough to pay my mortgage, so I'd have to then start claiming benefits, and at that point I'd have to be unemployed, so meaning that I would have to quit my job in order to get the benefits to pay everything, and those benefits wouldn't pay a mortgage. They'd be like, that's your personal mortgage, we're not paying that for you, we're not paying for your personal house. We will pay your rent if you're renting a place, but we're not paying your mortgage. Companies, yeah, the government doesn't pay private house owners for their house, you know. So it's not something that I can easily do. What am I looking for? I'm looking for doors. Here, door. This is the door. I'm going to use this door because doors. 5. Here we go. But yeah, I've thought about various solutions, potential solutions, etc. Guys, don't worry about it. Seriously, don't worry about me. I deal with my shit best I can. It's not that bad. It is not as bad as it sounds. It's just one of those things in life, you know? You just have to deal with their shit. How do we... Let's... There we go. So. We're gonna weld that on. I need a lot of construction components and tubes and... Oh, I need all kinds of shit now. We're gonna have to get all kinds of stuff going in now. Computers and displays, construction components, which are like there. This is cool. Construction components, tubes, bulletproof glass as well. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, I haven't looked into the massive... I haven't looked deeply into it, but it's very much a case of I know I won't get what I've got, and what I've got I like. So I'm sort of wary of, you know, when I can deal with things, I'm sort of wary of making drastic steps, because my company couldn't I mean, I'm not saying I'm indispensable, but I do important work, you know? I do important work. And if I don't do it, then someone's got to do it. And if I'm not around, they're going to have to get someone to do it. Yeah? So I couldn't, like, if I'm like, oh, well, you can't sack me kind of a deal because I'm ill, that's a dick move, because then that just sends the company under, because it's like, if they can't replace me to get the work done, then the work doesn't get done, they lose customers, lose business, and you know what I mean? It's like, how does the company stay afloat? It's all very well saying like, oh, well, I'm covered by X amount, but the work that I'm supposed to do, because I'm not like a stack, I don't like stack shelves, I don't clean toilets, and as much as those jobs are super important, getting someone else to do those things is normally quite easy for someone, because a company that has shelf stackers will have more than one shelf stacker. So therefore they can say to the rest of the guys, hey guys, who wants to do overtime to cover so-and-so? You can't do that with my job. My job is a very specific job, and only one person, well, 2 people in the company technically can do it. But the other guy, he's working flat out anyway. But yeah, 2 months, whether it's within reason or not, is irrelevant. Whether or not a company can afford to have 2 months of delay on their project, that's the question. Why isn't that refilling shit? Did I deactivate it? No, it's active. The doors are good. Those glass panels are definitely airtight. I know that they're airtight. That's a good point, actually. Well, it's just one of those things where it's like, if you leave, you're like, who gets things done? Yeah, it's just, it's one of those things. It's not like I'm whinging about it. It's just life sometimes. I've got a good hand, right? I got served a good hand in life, and I'm not gonna complain about it. Why the fuck isn't that airtight? Do I have to like put extra things around? Maybe the glass panels aren't technically airtight? Do I have to put them the other way around? Maybe. Oh, that's maybe I have to put them the other way around, because I can put them on the inside.
Inventory full.
Because that's on the... It looks the same, but it's not. Is the bottom line of that. It looks the same, but it ain't. Maybe that works? Damn it. Oh, did I turn it up? No, I didn't turn it off, because if I turned it off, it wouldn't have a little symbol on it.
Energy low.
It's nothing to do with profits. It's to do with, you know, success. It's to do with like actually keeping customers. It's to do with managing to maintain enough profits to keep the people who I work with employed, you know? But I agree with you, Out. I do. Now I'm kind of stiff upper lip. kind of guy. I'm, you know, just like, I mean, I'll grumble about injustice, but if and I have a hardship that's nobody's fault, I'll just kind of grin and bear it, you know? Yeah, that's the thing chosen. It's just a shame because I know glass is airtight. My cockpit, made from glass. So I'm going to double check if the air vent, and the air vent is on, but it's not pressurized. We know it must be what I've done up here. Full stop. We know it's definitely what I've done up here. In fact, let me just... I'm pretty sure I tested this out. Yeah, that didn't work. So it's obviously something up here. But I don't really know what. And like you say, it's like, is it the glass? Is it not? It must be the glass, but I'm not sure how it's the glass. Though I do have a plan, sir. Which won't work. So, you know, maybe it's the bottom of these that's kind of like not working. Although I do have another plan. I have another plan. It's a silly plan. I need a girder. I'm going to literally put a double thickness glass. Because as far as I'm concerned, double thickness glass, that sounds like a safety feature to me. Some may say that it's a redundant feature. Some may say that. I, for one, consider it to be an important safety feature. You know, how can you know for certain that it's airtight, you know, if it's not completely sealed? It's not fucking working, is it? Grrr, that vent is just not happy. It's just not happy in general, is it? But now that glass is like double thick, so all the edges and angles should be airtight. Maybe. Maybe it's this top bit. I think it's the top bit. I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to need some more plates for that. Let's get rid of that. Put that in. Nope. Be in there. There's like the corner block though. I like that corner block. If that's the problem, then I'm gonna be super disappointed. You're gonna have disappointed mage all over. I'm gonna just test every single stage of this to see exactly what the problem was. Nope. And I'm going to put it at the other end. Because it might be that door. The door might not be completely safe. I'm going to have to just put some blocks there, aren't I think, at some point. Ooh, this is a sparkly bit of music. Damn it. Am I gonna have to? I don't want to replace the glass. The glass is nice. You know what I mean? It's like, hi glass, this is good. What's this? Ooh. Oh boy, was that just like a weird bit of panel that was just no good? Nope. This is like the I don't know why I keep going down there to look. Yeah, because I actually have already tested just closing that, haven't I? And before, it did not work. So that means that any problems with the other thing, so it must be the glass. That is a massive disappointment. But the ship works, so maybe it is this corner bit, but yikes. I am disappointed. I am thoroughly disappointed. In fairness, once I've built the dome, that airlock is almost irrelevant. Almost. But I guess I'm just gonna have to put some blocks, aren't I? That is a sad time. That is sad times when you have to actually put ugly blocks instead of more awesome glass. Oh well. Yeah, I know the inventory's full. I know. I know. Stop whinging. It'll be fine. I'll just build the blocks and just put up with it. Ugh, they look... The alternative was so much better. And you've had to make compromises. And you're like... Ugh. Ugh. Oh, are you kidding me? What the fuck is going on? Wow. Wow. It is nothing to do with the glass. Oh my god. How is it nothing to do with the glass? This is basically back to how it was. This entire thing is back to how it was. There's plenty of oxygen. Wow, I have no idea. I have no idea what's wrong with this. But these doors are exactly the same as these doors. I mean, that door's open, but that should be irrelevant. It actually remembered that there was atmosphere in that airlock. I like that. I like that. From so long ago, there was air in that airlock. That's just stupid. Yeah, well, I agree completely, Little Horn. It is definitely a positive in that sense. But at no point do I now have an idea, because I'm pretty sure this is back to more or less how it was. I think I may just give up on that and just continue with my... Yeah, because I didn't even have anything in there. I'm just gonna have to build and hope. That's what I'm gonna do. It's a shame that this is like this. Now that it's sort of... I'll move that later. Well, the ceiling... suit's low. It's a bit weird. But yeah, it's an odd one. I'm a little bit confused. How's my reactor doing? 16 kilograms of uranium. And uranium's still being produced by the refinery. Just gonna let that keep going. Well, there's obviously something wrong somewhere. I don't know what it is. But what I do know is I'm gonna build a big dome. It's not gonna be a big dome, but it's gonna be a dome. You know? Maybe an upside down ramp, maybe? I don't know. I'm not trying to fix the airlock, I'm just trying to, like, trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing. Actually, then again, this back area, we're fine with that. Time to put the lights on. Yeah. It's one of those points where I'm like, I'm happy to now move on to the next project. Not because this project is done, but quite simply because I want something more interesting to do. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wish the sun was up, because then I would know where to make sure the dome has the best view. Well, that's because I didn't get any platinum. And I am not potentially destroying my only ship just to go and visit a space anus. I'm not. I've got one ship. And I am not getting it destroyed by a space anus. That would be very bad. Girders. Of course girders. Of course girders. What else would it be? Oops. So, we have a little diagonal bit there. We then have questions. Oh yeah, there's multiplayer. It's a friends server. It's he's just invited a load of us in and said have fun, I guess. I need a lot of bulletproof glass. I mean, I know bulletproof glass is airtight, otherwise I wouldn't be trying to make a big dome out of it. It would be like, oh hi, you want to make a dome out of, yeah, it does work. But yeah, this is the beginning of a vast dome, and you'll be able to stare out at the stars with greenery and stuff, probably. I don't know. It'll be good. It will be good. It'll be nice. Nice. It's nice. But we shall see. We shall see. But it's going to take a while. So, and then I'll obviously diagonalize, for want of a better term. Might even rotate those 2x3s so that it's, you know, upright, and then put a slope. Because the whole point of that big block there that I'm pointing at is that's not needed, but that's airtight. So I can curve the dome over. I mean, I keep saying dome, it's not going to be round. It's like trying to make a sphere in Minecraft. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with things as they are, actually. No, Delta. No. And also hi. But no, I have one ship, and I cannot spare it. Oh, God. Why is the help thing trying to help me again? Okay, let's,
Inventory full.
vertically is better. There are always gonna be the little ugly lines, but these are just part and parcel of the system. Wow. How rude. Everyone's always rude to me. Well, not everyone, but you know. You. Okay, I need a lot more girders. Okay. It will be able to make gird. It can't make those bulletproof plates, panels, whatever, because there's just not silicon available. So I'm not going to be able to finish the dome today. But I am just going to, you know, do what I can. Basically, do what I can. Oof. Those girders are quick. Yeah, I need to disable it at some point. Because as much as I don't know... I haven't played for, like, years? Is this years correct? I don't know whether if years is correct. But... But we definitely don't need a tutorial. Is the bottom line of that trailing off. I trailed off a lot then. So less dome, more of a room that's... I need to really put something up here that I can charge up with. While I'm in here, let's see if I can disable that silly tutorial. Is that what we're saying? We're saying tutorial shenanigans? Good bots, yeah, fuck that. Oh shit, no, I didn't really do that properly, I don't think. I mean, I could set the refinery off to do silicon. And there is silicon, but I need to set off more silicon. In fact, we're now building up uranium in the refinery because the reactor considers itself to have enough. So we're absolutely ready to do that. There we go. 19.2 kilograms. That's plenty of uranium for now. I mean, ideally, I should just carry a load of girders around, set up the blueprint, then put all the bulletproof glass in afterwards. That said, we need to grab the existing stuff. I know, I wanted to get that one last bit done. It's fine. Oh, why is that backwards? It's like all disjointed. Damn it. I think that's a slope, but that's a... Oh, it's because it's upside down. Fucking down.
Inventory full.
Damn it. That's the problem with this game, is that it's so flexible that you're just like, There we go. Oh, I bet it does, Little Horn. People are so fucking talented, it just hurts my head. You know, when you look at the things that people have managed to do, and you look at them, you're like, stop it. Stop making my constructions look shite. Because people do. They must spend weeks just crazy. Oh yeah, I am absolutely Delta, but it's got to be a nice thing. It's got to be a nice, pretty thing. We need nice, pretty things, you know? If you can't have nice, pretty things, what's the point in having anything? I'm pretty sure that's a saying or a rule or something. I don't fucking know. Maybe if I put... I'm just trying to think of now, like, the best way of doing things. See, if I put that much... So that's a 3x6 kind of, like, open area. Then if I put it domed over, build walls elsewhere, though, to reinforce it with actual walls, that's a huge open area anyway, where you can, I don't know, just enjoy the view, you know? Yeah, that works that way. Okay, cool. How many girders do I have? 140, that's fine. Here's the question. Do we get slopey versions of this? We have slopey versions in that slopiness, but that slopiness is the wrong kind of slopiness. Yeah. Disgusting. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to have that kind of slopiness. That's fine. Well, why did you do all funny, Slopey? You were all like, there we go. pretty sure they're a weird ass. Yeah. See, from the outside, it's all tinted. From the inside, you get the full kind of beautifulness of space, you know? I am gonna get this fucking thing built. Dudes. Dudes. Doesn't really like this though, does it? There we go. No. Okay, that actually works almost perfectly. I don't think there's a 2x2 window that would make this look neat. Nope. It's gonna look a bit... No, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, Emil. Yeah, it's going to be pressurized. I know from past experience that you absolutely can pressurize glass. You know? So, if it doesn't let me, then it's cheating. No, that's not the correct thing to do. But then it... So we do that there. So, I mean, ultimately, I am forced to do 3 different shapes here. Ultimately, the inner bit here is gonna be a wanna. And then I'm going to have to do 2 of these shapes, which is not ideal. That is technically the dome done, if not for the actual materials, but done. Now I just need to build the infrastructure. I mean, I don't know why I'm getting rid of all that. I kind of need all that, but you know. Gotta do this, you know, guys. We're gonna get this done. We're probably not. I doubt I have enough silicon, and that's gonna be it's gonna be fine. This is gonna be good, you know. I could build a ship that will help me build the ship. The shit. You know what? I don't want that. I don't want that block like that. I'm not interested in that anymore. It's out of fashion, you know. Not only does that look nicer, but it takes up less materials. Hopefully, once it's all built, it'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I can now pressurize the entire thing. Don't know where that leak is, but I'm pretty sure it's above ground. So if I circle it entirely in a dome, there should be no leak, yeah? Oh, the hydrogen engine is online. That definitely shouldn't be a thing. $19 uranium. There's still fuck tons of uranium. I mean, I'd probably blow it up. Actually, then again, I've been actually quite nice for the most part on my little playthrough. Been pretty nice. Need a lot more girders. Gonna need some more girders. God, I already have a lot of girders in the construction queue. But they were basically blocked by the bulletproof glass. Because it knew that it could produce bulletproof glass. It was waiting rather than spending its time doing other things. Should have been spending its time doing other things. I'm just gonna say. So while that's doing that, I am gonna continue building. No, let's select the correct kind of block, Malak. That would be amazing. How do I keep missing this selection? There we go. Oh my god, I need a lot of plates as well. Oh boy. It's a lot of work. Hopefully I don't have to go mining again, because iron is a trip away, you know? I know I have a lot of iron in stock, but I don't know whether I have enough iron to build everything that I need. That would be unfortunate if I didn't. How am I gonna... I mean, technically... Hmm. I mean, technically the slopey block like that would be most appropriate for this, I guess? It's like, what would be the most appropriate block? And I'm not 100% sure. It's not correct. One of these is correct, but even that is not right, really. I think I have all of them, all of the DLCs, I think. Well, I know what... Okay. Ignoring that bit, I know that I need to do this like this. So let's put that in place. And then obviously I know I need to put one of these here. Nope. One of these here. Obviously that entire column should be a kind of cool corner thing. I guess I kind of want to put... Nah, I think I'm just... I don't think there is a block that fits aesthetically with this. So I think I'm just going to have to turn around and go, and go for a slightly less... From the inside, it's less aesthetic. Less aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, that's not aesthetically pleasing. But I'm not sure what else I can do, honestly. It'll have to do. Temporarily, it will have to do. And then I'm going to put the upside down versions of these. Maybe. But that doesn't look as bad. Now that it's like the inside is symmetrical to that, it's not as bad. Well, ideally, I need a metal plate that is just a triangle. But for now, I don't know. I kind of feel that's acceptable. It's acceptable. This is actually slowly coming together. Look at this. It's actually coming together. I'm liking it. You know, I'm liking it. Let's get all these girders. I'm just going to put girders in everything that I can. Yeah, I know. Let's be honest, I think that might be all the girders that I need. I'm saying it's only a small little outpost that I'm making. I kind of feel like I want to do a post here, but that sunrise is nice, you know?
Energy critical.
Oh yeah, energy. Yeah, fucking energy. Well, the hydrogen's building up. I want to get this finished before the end of the stream, because it feels like then it wasn't just watch Melek, who was partway through a thing and then not quite finish the thing. You know what I mean? Oh, these are big things. So the first bits of that are done. That's good. That's good. Okay. I think the refinery is still producing. Good. It's just taking its time. It's gonna be, I mean, I think I have enough ore, but it's how quickly the manufacturer can produce it. Now you'll notice on the just for those of you who aren't aware, on the right hand side you'll see the components required at the bottom. And it says 4% components required. So you can see that it requires bulletproof glass 25, bulletproof glass 115, and 25 girders. Now, the reason why it's got bulletproof glass in there as two separate things is because the bottom girders, 25, and the 115 bulletproof glass are required to make it functional. The extra 25 bulletproof glass is not required to be functional. Effectively, that's like a buffer for damage. So it will become damaged up to 25 bulletproof glass, but still be functional. In this case, functional means airtight. So it's got a bit of a buffer where a little bit of damage doesn't breach it. That's what it's doing at the moment. Just to give you a little bit of a background as to how that kind of works and what it all means. What does it all mean, Holmes? Kind of feel... Oh, we're getting close to encircling this properly. We are getting close. Okay, right, so... man. Man. Not quite functional. It's more glass. Oh, boy. Oh, we have got just a few more plates to go. Okay, that needs to be a little different than what it is. Oh boy. I can make that go further out. Yeah, I can make these go further out. But I feel like now's not the time. I can adapt this. I can adapt this. Now's not the time, though. Now is the time to get it done, and then in the future, I can make it even better. You know? Oh, that was odd. Why is that doing weird shit? That wall's doing weird shit. Look, that is doing weird shit. It's like it's... Maybe that's why it wasn't airtight. It was doing weird shit. I get the inventory's full. I know that. That's not connected in some way. That is not connected in some weird physics shenanigans. I am not happy with that. There was this like brief vibration, like maybe at some point, I think at some point it wasn't connected. Yeah. I'm hoping there's no ancient alien monsters hiding in here. I really am hoping that that is not the case. But yeah, that is gently vibrating. I think this has been separate and not connected. And I think that's why it's not airtight, because it was like a separate object. Now they're all the pieces are dropping because they're not part of it. That's fine. I know my inventory is full. I'm doing something. Yeah, I think that got all messed up. I think that was a bit weird. I think at some point, because I don't know. It just got messed up at some point. Not a good thing. So maybe now it'll work? Yeah, I think I might have ended up accidentally on separate grids. Yeah, something like that. Eh. Well, maybe this is the solution. Maybe it will actually work now. I'm not, like, you know, gonna hold my breath or anything. It'll be interesting to see if this pressurizes. Yes, it does. Look, it's pressurized. That was it. It was like all the ceiling was technically a separate grid. Yeah, it's pressurized. Yep. The airlock works now. Okay, right. I now just need a lot of bulletproof glass. Basically all I need at this point now. Yeah, I can. I mean, I'm going to just pressurize this. I'm going to make sure this entire room is finished. Because the ones with the diagonal lines, it's vacuum. The ones that are, the windows that have no diagonals are solid. So once I've finished all of the glass, this room can then be pressurized. I will install a vent. That airlock I will keep. I will keep the airlock. But like you say, I'm going to put glass in there. Yeah, this is fun. This is good. Oh god, it's so slow producing things though. Sad times though, isn't it? Sad times when you're waiting for an automated process to finish before you can finish your project. Fucking refinery. Got that though. Ah! So close. So the sun goes there and then it arcs that way. It's an interesting angle for the sun. I need some solar panels, ideally. This is going to be a nice place. I'm going to put some hydroponic plants. I'm going to make a nice wood floor because I think I can... In fact, that's a very good point. How do I paint floors? How do I add textures to floors? I know I can. I know I can. But I have absolutely no idea how to do it. That's while the silicon is doing its thing, I'm gonna have a little look. Miscellaneous. Color picker P. Come on. Oh, hello. Do I have to use a special tool? Well, if there is a tool to use... I don't know how this works. I've tried left clicking, right clicking, middle clicking. It's not doing anything. Don't know. But I'm gonna go and recharge. But I want a pleasant upstairs. But yes, the fact that I can have that window, I am happy with. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, the uranium is holding out. I'm glad I've got insane amounts of uranium because that really helps. But yeah, the amount of silicon I've got is more than adequate. It's just I'm burning through it very rapidly with my requirements. There's a light there. I kind of feel like I need a light here. You know what? I'm gonna get a light. I'm gonna put a light. You know what? Let's finish the dome, or at least see what is needed to finish the dome. Thing is, there are ways of having a vent, like here or on the floor or something, and it would get the oxygen out the airlock before it opens, so you can have a proper pressurized, depressurized system. Just to conserve oxygen, I suppose. So I need 140. I ain't got 140, so I'm gonna do the little one. That needs 50. Do not have 50. Oh, we're so close, guys. So close. Oh man, we have got one more. Hey, Wiz! Oh man, Wiz! You need to get in the server, because you're part of the Acolytes, man. You need to get in this fucking server right now. So, paint the selected block, 6 in your current injury, and then press P on any serves to paint. Okay, you don't need a specific pull. Okay. So, 6, P. Oh, I see. That's... Do I have to then... Do I have to place the block? See, P just... Can I paint blocks that are already in place? Because it felt like this is just placing a new block. Oh no, it's middle click. It's middle click. Okay. Oh man, thank you so much. Oh no, that glass is preventing me from... Oh no, I just have to stand in it. It's fine. Somehow, sometimes. Because this is like, you know, this is decadence upstairs. Oh, hang on, it is actually really not very nice colour. It's white. So I'm guessing I'm gonna end up having to change it into some kind of a brownie wood. So that'll be like a red with more saturation but less thing. About that. I don't give a crap about any wooden roof. Though I am moderately disappointed at the lack of colour for my ability to select the colour. Good as for now, this will just do, and I can figure out the rest of it later. I mean, this is Ran. Ran created this server. But you need to Wiz, get on this server. I saw you recently on Space Engineers. You need to get in Discord, Wiz. Get in Discord, you little shit, and get in this server and have a laugh with the acolytes, okay? And be like, oh, you daft bear. Get in. Right. Just get back into acolyting. Oh, I mean, that's technically functional now. I mean, this might actually be airtight now. Upside down. Exactly. I'm not actually 100% sure. I can't remember who Matt West actually is. Like, do you have a different screen name or something? I need 7 more. But yes, we miss you, Wiz. So I think maybe that's airtight. Oh boy, it is. Look. Look. It's a big space. It needs its own vent. There you go. It's successfully pressurized. Yeah, this is successfully pressurized. This dome is safe. Well, I mean, safe is a relative term, I'll be honest, but, you know, that's cool. I'm happy with this, guys. This whole area has a breathable atmosphere, and I am pleased. And yes, you do, Wiz. Yes, you do. It is the perfect opportunity. Right, this server, technically, I mean, Rand said it was originally going to be weekends only. But you know what Rand's like. So I'm gonna have plants, I'm gonna have couches, and I don't even know what else I'm gonna have. And there's neon tubes apparently that are a thing. There's just all kinds of things. Space radiation? Not that I'm aware of, no. I am actually really fucking chuffed. So. Okay. So now we're gonna do my glass panels. Because I fucking can. Oh god, it's wood. Oh shit. Maybe this bit doesn't need to be wood. Yeah, this bit doesn't need to be. Oh my good god. What's the default? Shit. Default, there we go. I mean, it's a few years old. It's not like you're guaranteed to fail on this game. It's you know, good as girders. Would it be tinted from this side or would it be tinted from the other side? No, it'd be tinted from that side. It'd be ooh, of course, yeah. I narrowed it down a little bit, didn't I? My goodness. I'm going to have to put this down. Bulletproof glass, obviously. How much is going to be required? So 50, I mean, 75. 75 bulletproof glass. We should have something like that. Yeah. I could have sworn I calculated that a little bit better, but I guess not. Actually, I don't think it went into my inventory. There we go. So technically that should be airtight. So, if I, for the sake of argument, there we go, that breached the atmosphere. But in here, it has high oxygen and it's warm. Close that, open that, air pops out. We get that. Repair that panel. Now I just need to create a vent here. Because I can't rely on the airlock being open for it to pressurize this area. It works, but it's a bit shit, let's be honest. So I feel like putting the vent on this container. Need to put these this wood. Yeah, that's a different color. It's a bit crap though. I'm trying to figure out. So saturation. I get that there needs to be some saturation. We see some. See, that's a nice. It's a nice color of. There we go. Jeez, is that a nice color of wood, guys? What do you think? What do you think? Whatever you think. Ba-dum. Whatever you think. Ba-dum. Ooh, well, that's well, it's got to be a nice hardwood. It can't just be like flimsy balsa wood or pine or something. It's gonna have to be somewhat decent. You don't get into space and make a cool habitat and run on softwoods. Ugh, my goodness. What kind of madness is that? Look at that! Let's just put some things on there. And those panels are... That, you see this? Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I know, the window frames probably shouldn't be wood. But maybe I should make the whole thing wood, in hindsight. Yeah, I'll put something different chosen. But for now, I'm happy with this. I just need to put some lighting. What would be a good bit of lighting? Maybe just put some wall lighting, floor lighting. I don't know. I feel like I need to put like a desk, planters. What are these? Oh my goodness. There's a lot of cool things in here. There's a lot of cool things. Let's have a little... I don't know if this is a mod or if this is default. Are these mods with? I mean, well, anyone technically. I mean... Oh my god, look at that. That's just cool. That's a cool little toilet cubicle. Oh boy. So you got a shower. You got a bathroom. Like a full ass bathroom. You got just a random toilet seat in the middle of nowhere. I don't particularly like that. Oh, there's a toilet seat. Okay. I mean, who wouldn't? If you've got space, then a little chairless desk corner. Oh, these are cool. Oh, these are wicked. Maybe not quite appropriate for this thing that I'm trying to do. Ah, but these though. This is what I'm talking about. Beautiful, beautiful things. Oh, you know what I should have done? It's fucking hindsight. The windows are technically on the inside. I should have made them on the fucking outside. At least these... No, only those 6 of them. Right. I know it's getting late. But I have to do this. It has to be done. I'm gonna have to do it. I have to redo. I get that the inventory's full. I get that. I accept it. Okay? I accept that the inventory's full. Yeah, it looks a bit crap on the outside when you got the wood. No, it's fine. The wood's fine. Let's do this correctly. I've got to make it so I can build things properly, you know? No, that's not the right way to fucking do it, is it? No.
Inventory full.
I respect that. I need to put the fucking glass back. Okay, right. Where's the big glass? Big glass, big glass. Don't need the toilets. So, it'll need some support. Maybe some lights. It'll definitely need some supports. Okie dokie, little horn. Well, thank you for popping by, man. It is always good to see some familiar names.
Energy low.
Interior plate. Yeah, my brain. It's in the big thing. Good grief. Yeah, this is the correct one. I think that's too many. And I'm having trouble. 500. Because I really need the glass to be on the outside, so it's like gonna be a pain in the ass. Oh, that's gonna look ugly.
Inventory full.
Why is it doing that?
Inventory full.
Stop it! Damn it, why are you destroying the wrong thing?
Full.
It's times like this when you're like, you look at something and you're like, why? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you making my life more difficult? Oh, and especially because I've removed that block from my thing. 9. 9. I'll colour it later. I think we always need a bigger inventory with these things.
Energy critical.
Ugh, the energy is critical. Let's get this. Damn it! I thought it would be a relatively easy little thing, but no. It's just... Oh, I'll get this done. I will get this done, and we will do it before midnight, and everything will be cool. Charge up my fucking power, you stupid cryopod. Do it! But yes, I need to try out the neon things as well. Okay, right. Let's do this. Let's do this. Do this. It's not selecting the right thing. This is like really annoying. Construction and small tubes. Maybe I put lights instead. Okay, you know what? That might be a better idea. Now lights are pretty good. Construction components. Okay. Thankfully, there's only just some construction components needed to do this, which means I can put a fuck ton of lights all around the outside. They can be functional and aesthetic, you know? Now, the reason why I'm putting these on is, in theory, they will provide... So I need... Here we go. Maybe it's not quite gonna be so simple. Girders, obviously girders.
Inventory full.
Let's just put lights all the way the fucking around then. Why is that rotated suddenly? God damn it, game. We're gonna do it. We're gonna fucking do it. Oh my god, seriously. Okay. There we go. It's a lot of girders. That's more than I need. Oh, come on. If air can escape these gaps, I can escape these gaps. Damn ya. Ah, damn ya. Okay, let's just get rid of it then. And then I'll build it from the inside. That'll work, yeah? Yeah. Like I've lost bulletproof glass from somewhere. Now that might look the same, but it means I can build in this location. Yeah, they've got a seriously weird hitbox. You are right.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I'm just going to double check that this is good. Yep, that's still airtight. So I can replace these ones as well.
Inventory full.
You mean like so you can combine different blocks into different things kind of a deal? It's fine. I mean, it's just a thing you have to adapt to, I guess. Yeah, that is true. Like, these are all basically tinted that way. It's nice. It's nice. It's a nice effect. I've been pretty careful trying to keep the tint correct. We'll see how that actually works out in practice, shall we?
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay.
Energy low.
That should, in theory, be airtight. Yep. Perfect. So I'm going to go down and recharge my energy. I also need to start thinking about where am I going to put... I see the vent filling the atmosphere. But I need to put a vent upstairs. Have a separate vent. Oh, we're just about done, guys. We are just about done. We're very close. I just need a vent. And it's not going to be a difficult vent to put in. I could put it on that, like, cargo container. I could, like, cheat, practically. Like, I could put a vent literally just the back here. In fact, I mean, that's not a bad idea, actually. But yeah, now I can build things right next to the windows. How do I color picker? Damn it, how do I color pick her? Is there a color picker? Oh boy, this is gonna be a bit shit if there's not a color picker. Because I'm gonna be like, how do I do this? Like, how do I mimic the wood that I've already placed? I don't know, maybe I should leave it for now. Just for now. Shift P, that would be nice. Bloody is. Thank you, Wiz. Hey, you see? You're not just a pretty face. So defaults, nothing, go. We just need lights. That's all we need now. I'm gonna vent. Vent. Somewhere down here. It's easy enough. Construction motors and computers. You can sneak past that. But it's fine. So it basically just means that the upstairs has its own oxygen replenishment thing. I think I'm done, guys. I like this. I just need to make sure that it's got a nice little... It's got some nice lighting, some plants. Just stuff, you know? It's beautiful. Although, there's one thing I have not done. I mean, I barely even need to use this airlock as an airlock now because of the fact that we've got it all working. I'm going to go out of this airlock. Close it behind me because that's like good manners. Ah, look at the glow on that. I mean, I need them to be a bit brighter, but I like that. There needs to be more light inside, obviously. But there's definitely something to be said about my little base. Definitely something to be said about it. It's not complicated. It's not too flashy. It is what it is, you know? I just need to make the interior of that nice and homely. And then it's... and some gun turrets to protect myself and stuff. Automated gun turrets. Damn it, Chosen, you're the worst. And yes, there's multiple ways I can get in and out without deconstructing it. Damn, you've not been paying attention to my airlocks at all. Yeah, that's been working. That's working pretty good. Now, let's have a little look. Because I'm going to sign off. But before I sign off, I'm going to have a little look at how things are looking. The battery is maximum. The assembler is doing its thing. That's a small cargo container. That's not where you should be. You should be in there. Well, the cat was probably scared that I was gonna depressurize myself. Maybe. Get some of these. Always nice to have spare hydrogen and oxygen on you. They're very big, these canisters, but they're very, very useful. And we're going to go back to uranium. It's good. It's good. Got 9 hours of power with things currently as they are. Now the question is, the non-essential stuff, which is the air vent, I'm going to add the other air vent to the non-essential group. Connectors also should be part of the non-essential group. All of these corner lights are all non-essential. Hydrogen engine, interior turret, cargo container, oxygen tank, sliding doors, non-essential. Power off the non-essentials. We now have a system that's going to run 21 hours according to what was in the bottom right. 22 hours, 6 hours. It makes up its mind eventually. But that is not taking into account the fact that the reactor will keep on topping up that battery. Looks good. And that, my friends, is what it is. Oh, that was a lot longer than I was anticipating, so I am just gonna call it, because that was a lot. Yeah, that's the thing, question. I get that it's the battery basically hitting max, then draining, then the reactor kicking in, charging it, it hitting max, reactor shutting down, battery discharging. It's like that fluctuation thing. I get that, but it's just like before when I was in there, it was estimating years and then days and then years and then days, and but that should do me well for a while at least. I'm gonna head off now, guys. No music to do the send-off. Wiz, get in Discord. Play Space Engineers with us at the weekend. Although maybe not this weekend, because I'm away this weekend. But you need to do stuff. I miss you, man. I miss you. I don't want to sound all gay or anything, but fucking hell, Wiz, I miss you. Forgot what your fucking voice sounds like. Oh, man. So, catch you guys later. And, well, hopefully this wasn't too boring for you. Hopefully by next Monday, I will have some proper game to play, a proper RPG game. We shall see. We shall see. Catch you all later, guys. And until next time, cheerio.